Hey everyone, it's Jason and this is your cruise news update, and we have a passenger that's furious over a cabin upgrade. Should kids be allowed in cruise hot tubs? And we have a crazy situation as a bomb scare shut down a cruise terminal. So cruise story number 1, have you ever received a free upgraded cabin? This passenger on Princess Cruises did, and they're furious over it. So what happened was they were going to Alaska in a couple weeks on the Caribbean Princess, and they were going from Whittier to Vancouver. It is a north to south route. And they said they booked about 20 months in advance because they wanted a corner aft balcony on the port side of the ship, or the left side of the ship. And the reason is you see basically land most of the time. And so they get this email, it says, congratulations, you've been upgraded. And they're like, no, we don't want to be upgraded. So they call Princess Cruises right away because they went from a corner aft balcony on the port side of the ship to a mini suite on the starboard side of the ship, where basically they would not see any scenery the whole entire time. If you ever book a north to south route, most people will say that is the first cabins that go, anything on the port side. I've seen it where the whole entire port side was booked and the whole starboard side was available. So they call up Princess Cruises. They said, hey, just give us our cabin back. No big deal. And they said, we're so sorry. It's already been rebooked. Likely through one of the bidding processes. I said, what do you mean? Is there any other cabins on the port side? There wasn't. I mean, the cruise is in 3 weeks. And they said they're just devastated. They tried to get some future cruise credit. They weren't going to give it to them. They tried to get some onboard credit. They said no. They said, how did this happen? And they said, well, your account is marked for it will accept a complimentary upgrade. Now, they were very confused about this. They said they don't remember asking for that. But here's the thing is, I've booked a number of cruises with Princess Cruises probably in the last 6 weeks. And every single time, as they said they booked directly with Princess, every single time the rep said, do you want a complimentary upgrade on this? Now, I already knew this beforehand, so I asked my customers, I know myself, and most people say no. Especially if you're going to Alaska. You know, maybe in the Caribbean where you book a balcony, and sure, I'll upgrade to a mini suite. Absolutely. Because it's either yes, no, or you can go one category up. So make sure the next time if you book a Princess Cruise that you understand that. Because the one category up would be like from balcony to mini suite or mini suite to suite. What do you guys think about this? Have you ever received a free complimentary upgrade? And when you go on Princess Cruises, do you accept them? Or do you tell the agent, hey, take me off that. I want to pick my cabin and that's where I want to be. Let me know in the comments. So cruise story number 2, should kids be banned from hot tubs on cruise ships? So this has become a hot topic for debate as I've seen multiple articles posted on this and threads on Facebook and Reddit. And I would say the overwhelming majority of people have said absolutely, 70-30, they should be banned. But the way I look at it is, what cruise line are you booking? Look, if you're booking Royal Caribbean, Carnival, MSC, NCL, these are geared towards families. And I think it's unreasonable to think you're going to have the hot tub with no kids. I just do. Maybe you might want to look at, a lot of the comments said, Virgin Voyages. There is no kids. Or a Princess or a Celebrity Cruise where they have adults only areas that kids aren't allowed in, for the most part. Now, personally to me, I don't get in the hot tubs except for early in the morning or late at night. Usually there's less people in the hot tubs and I'm in the adults only area. That's when I like to relax. Typically we don't see a lot of people in the hot tubs at that time. What do you guys think? Is it unreasonable for people to want no kids in hot tubs? And what I'm really talking about is, you see the families in there, it could be maybe 2 kids and they're with a parent. I'm not talking about a group of kids that's throwing water around acting crazy. Yes, the pool attendants need to do their jobs and kick them out if there's no supervision. But unfortunately, you pick one of those major family-friendly cruise lines, you're going to see kids in hot tubs. Let me know your thoughts. So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video and consider subscribing, as it does help the channel grow. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. So cruise story number 3 and the Wild Week in Cruise News continues as a cruise terminal is shut down because of a bomb threat. So this happened in Southampton, England. This is one of the largest cruise ports in all of Europe, and it happened at the Mayflower Terminal. At the time, they were embarking the P&O Cruises Ventura. This picture right here is from someone in the buffet, and they're watching this all unfold. And apparently, the person in this vehicle, this semi-looking vehicle, was the one that called in the bomb threat. They said they saw police converge on it and arrest this person. And then they started searching the area to see if it was a legit threat. So at the time then, the captain comes on board, tells people to get to their muster stations. You're eating lunch, you're trying to enjoy embarkation, and then you're jumping, right? So then P&O Cruises said in a statement that they made a decision to not only disembark all the passengers, but then take everyone outside or evacuate the terminal, just out of an abundance of caution. I think that's the right thing to do. I would feel better about that myself. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near there. They said at around noon local time, they realized and they concluded it was a hoax. Not sure why this person would do that, but obviously they were wanting attention. So they started reboarding people, and they said they left about an hour and a half late on a 14-day cruise. Now what's wild is many people in the comments I saw that are on the ship said that it absolutely ruined their holiday, ruined their vacation. It's terrible, and they don't even want to be on the ship. Now I can understand. Look, that is a terrible thing to experience. And some of the wild comments are, they said they asked P&O Cruises for onboard credit or some future cruise credit because of the incident, as if it's P&O Cruises' fault. I don't get this. I think I would have a lot of gratitude. I'd be very happy that I was safe, I was alive, and nothing worse happened. Instead of, just putting up a fit. What do you guys think about this? So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for the continued support. And until I talk to you soon, happy cruising.